Alright, here we go. Alright, what's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurott, and I got another little special vid for you guys. So you guys have been asking me for another Storytime vid, so guess what kind of vid this is? Yes, sir. It's another Storytime with Attack on Samurott. So yeah, this one is gonna be a pretty interesting one. I've been meaning to talk about this story for a while, just because I love doing it. So before we get started, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord Bushido gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. If you guys want more Storytime vids, you just keep liking the vid, and I'll probably end up doing more. And just keep asking me. Also, keep asking me in my Discord as well. All those links will be down in the description for you guys to check out. So, this is the story of my first track meet. Now, I know there's some people in the comments who are going to be like, "Oh, there he goes again talking about track." But yes, I love track. I don't care what any of y'all say. I love track. That's pretty much my favorite sport to watch and to compete in. Fun fact, I also thought about doing soccer at one point, but that'll be like another time. Oh, not really. It's not really that big of a thing to talk about. But so like I said, I know that you guys have I know that for most of you guys that have been on the channel for a while, you guys know that I love talking about track. This is pretty much my favorite sport to talk about. So I thought it was time to make a storytime vid about it. So this story is about my first time, it's about my first high school track meet. So basically, at my high school, our track team is at the time, our track team was the best team, out of the whole school. Like, there was the football team, the basketball team. We also had I think we had a lacrosse team. We had a lacrosse team, at my school. I think we had like volleyball as well, and then we had and then that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So yeah, the track team was pretty much the best team out of all the other sports, just because we had like a better record. I want to say we had a better record because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, my high school football team and my high school basketball team, they were so bad. They were so bad. Like, there was one point where in our division, I think we went like 0 wins and like 16 losses or something like that. Actually, no, I think it might have been like one. We won one game, but then we lost 16 other games. It was bad. But anyways, going on to my track team. So when I signed up for my track team, I was a freshman then, a freshman in high school. I really wanted to run on the track team, mostly because my brother ran on that team, and I kind of just like wanted to do what he did. I wanted to do what he did, and also at the time, I did have a crush on this one girl, so I was trying to impress her. Even though she did have a boyfriend though, who was on the football team, but I didn't care. She was bad as hell. Oh, she was so bad. But yeah. Anyways. For like I think a month or two, I think it was like between like the end of October, around the end of October, all the way up to November, was when I was running with the team. So around the end of November, I ended up I didn't get cut. My mom ended up taking me out of it because my grades were really bad my freshman year. Like, I remember finishing my freshman year, or at least the first part of my freshman year, with like a 2.6 or like a 2.3. It was really bad. I couldn't focus at all because, again, I was a freshman. I didn't really know anything, so I just kind of dove in. But yeah, my grades were really bad, so my mom ended up taking me out of track, and didn't end up running until my senior year of high school. There were other opportunities that I could have ran, outside of high school. Like there were track clubs that were also in DC and like in Virginia as well, and even in Maryland. So I had opportunities to go and do those track clubs, but I was really more focused on being like, I gotta run in my high school track. I gotta run in my high school track team. So I was so determined to do that. But the funny thing is that during that time that I was so stubborn not to actually go out and do those get into those track clubs. I could have even been like working out, building myself up, but
you big dummy.
I was a pretty dumb freshman, sophomore, and junior. So when it came to my senior year, my mom was pretty much like okay with me running. There was a fee I think I had to pay, but I think my coach just let it slide. I don't know. Like I pretty much was able to run without having to pay for anything. So I was happy about that. I got my own pair of spikes that were in the shed. So I got those, and they were actually like brand new, really clean. I'll probably show like a picture of them on screen for you guys to check out, or for you guys to look at. Actually, it's in the thumbnail. You guys can see it. But it might be in the thumbnail. I'm not too sure. I'll probably just put like another pic of it. But yeah, I had those. Then I also had the uniform as well. And yeah, so I was pretty much like cleared to run. So between my senior year, like around October, all the way to December, I was pretty much training with the team. We ended up having like weight room, all that jazz, all the stuff that other like teams do. So we had all that. Then comes the first meet. The first meet I remember was right before. Actually, no, it was right after Thanksgiving. Getting into the indoor season. So our team had went to Boo Williams, which is a school that's in Virginia. So we ended up going out there. And I remember my coach telling me that I was gonna run the 4x2 and the 55 meter. So the 55 meter is basically just like a straightaway. So it's like a straightaway on the track, but you start more at like you don't start at the curve. You start at the front of it, and then go all the way down. So it's basically like cut the last 5 meters of it, and it's a 55 meter instead of a 60 meter, which basically was anyway. But yeah, so I had to run those two events. So for the 55 meter, I ended up running 7.62. So 7.62 isn't that great of a time for a senior. But then again, it was my first time running, so it was decent, I guess. Especially from training as well. So it was decent, I'd say. I think it might have been like a full lane, so it might have been like 8 lanes, and I might have been like either in the third lane or fourth lane, but I ended up coming like 5th or 6th in that heat. So 7.62 is not bad though. Definitely not bad. But yeah. So now we got the 4x2. So the 4x2, oh man, the 4x2 was something. The 4x2 was something. So in the 4x2, my coach had me, a sophomore, a freshman, and a senior that was in my class. So the sophomore was actually the first leg. I think he might have been the sophomore. It was either a sophomore or it was a freshman, one of the two. At the time anyway. But yeah, he was the first leg. Then I was the second leg. And then the freshman was the third leg. And then the senior, that was in my grade, that sounds redundant. The senior was the last leg. So being second leg is actually very important in a race, because you pretty much have to carry the momentum after the first leg comes up. So if I remember correctly, I think that we might have been, because I think we might have been leading in that 4x2 heat. I think we were leading, or we were like second or third. So there was like, I think we were like second or third, and there were, I think, 5 teams. I think there were 5 teams if I remember correctly, but there were like 5 other teams. So in that heat, I mean, not throughout the whole meet. In the whole meet, there were like a whole bunch of other schools. There were schools that were around like our area. There were also schools that were just around Virginia as well. But yeah, I'm going into too much detail. So basically, first leg passes me the baton. First leg he did really well, went across. Then comes up to me. I grab the baton as he passes it to me, as he hands it off to me, and I just book it. I book it right off the curve, and then as soon as I get off the curve right into the straightaway, I ended up tripping. Now, I think I might have tripped like on the railing of it, on the rail of the curve, cause our lane was so close. I think we were like lane 1 or lane 2, but yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad. But yeah, I ended up tripping, but I didn't fall actually. I just tripped. I still had the baton in my hand, so I was still able to go, but like I stumbled and then kept moving. So I kept moving. I wasn't like, the fastest leg, so I would definitely struggle because I wasn't really used to running a 4x2, or it was my first time running a 4x2, so I didn't really like know how to pace myself when I was doing it. But basically, ran that. Third leg is coming up at the end, so I was dying. I was dying on that last 100 meter, like trying to like finish it up. So as soon as I passed the baton to the third leg, the freshman, like I handed it right off. But when I handed it off, I pretty much just fell, and the baton dropped out of my hand. But the freshman was able to still get it, so he ended up having to pick it up. Well, not pick it up. It didn't fall. He actually grabbed it before it fell. Somehow he did that. But I pretty much ran into him, and he still got it, and was still able to finish his get his leg out the way. So he ran his, then he passed it to the last leg, and at this point we were like fourth or fifth team. So it was pretty much just like we may as well just finish this out. So he passes it off to the last leg. Last leg finishes it out, goes all the way around and all that. And then as soon as he crosses the line, he ends up pulling his hamstring. So yeah, that was a very, very eventful first meet. A very eventful first meet. But yeah, I'm never gonna forget that meet. That meet was so funny. Oh man, like thinking back on it, like it really was a fun meet. It really was a fun meet. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say for real. That's pretty much all I got to say. It was, like I said, it was a really fun meet. And I don't really remember how we did overall at that meet. I don't think anyone really got any awards. Actually, I think there might have been like one girl on the team that got an award. I think for like jumping, because she is a jumper. I think it was either jumping or it might have been. I think it was jumping though. She was the only one that got an award, and then everyone else. Well, I mean, we pretty much just like did our events, and that was that. So yeah, that pretty much covers my first track meet of high school. Now I could go into my first college meet, but I think I'll save that for later. I'll save that for later actually. But yeah, there really isn't much else to say. Well, I guess I could talk about my coach. Now my coach was really weird. My freshman year though, I had a different coach. That coach and my brother were teammates, so they knew each other pretty well. So I was pretty much like comfortable with him, cooler with him. Even though I didn't really like talk to him that much, but basically basically I want to say like my junior year, he ended up leaving because it was just like a whole bunch of stuff that was going on at school. So he just dipped and just ended up coaching at Texas A&M. So he coaches at that school, which is honestly really dope. Like that's honestly really dope. Definitely an upgrade from where he was at before. But yeah, he coaches at Texas A&M now. Team did pretty good at the last NCAA. So yeah, they ended up finishing it actually. Yeah, they ended up finishing that race or finishing that meet. But yeah, again, I had him for like my freshman year, and then like I said, he left. Then the new coach came in, and the new coach was someone that at the time, a girl I knew, or a girl that I was trying to, like, I mean, this is a different girl, my senior year that I was talking to. She knew about my coach, and she said that her coach, aka my coach, or my new coach, was pretty crazy. You just do like some wild stuff. But I mean, it wasn't anything like too crazy. He was just like a really, really out there coach. I'll just say that. Like, he ended up giving me a couple nicknames too. He called me Cat Daddy. I don't know why he called me that, but I guess because I don't know, because of my legs just being like really skinny or something. But at the time anyway. But yeah, he was a really hard coach though. He gave us a lot of hard workouts, and those hard workouts definitely paid off. When crap, I can't talk. They definitely paid off at the meets. But yeah, if you guys want some more like track stories, I could definitely tell some more. Just leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Pokemino and check out my Smoke Gun profile. Wait, this isn't a Showdown Live. Well, same thing. Anyway, you guys can check all that stuff out in the description. So if you guys enjoyed the story and want more, like I said, just leave a like, comment, and sub, and I'll be sure to give you guys another one. So that pretty much covers my story. Peace out.